Hi dear students, welcome back to my channel Train Your Brain with Nabil. Today we are going to solve Cambridge O-Level Mathematics Paper 2 Calculator version May-June 2025. So let us start with question number 1. The diagram shows parts of pattern with rotation symmetry of order 4. Complete the diagram. So students, if you see this diagram, there is one box missing, and that is to be shaded here. Now extend this line also. Now this diagram has a perfect symmetry of order 4. Next question. Write 18,012 in figure. So it would be 18012. Write down a prime number between 20 and 30. So 23 can be your answer, or 29. Find the reciprocal of 1/9. So it will be 9/1. Moving towards next question. Question number 3. Write the ratio of 175 milliliter to 2.5 liters in its simplest form. So what we can do, we can change liters into milliliters. So 2.5 times 1000, it will be, we have to remove decimal, 0 will cut by 0, so it will be 2500 milliliters. Now 175 milliliter ratio 2500 milliliter. Now we can simplify the value with a table of 5. So 175 divided by 5 is equal to 35. 35 ratio 2500 divided by 5, we get 500. Now both values can again be divisible by 5. So 5 sevens are 35 and 5 100s are 500. So final answer would be 7/100. Next question. Dan, Arika and Fatik share $540 in the ratio 4:5:3. Find the amount that Arika receives. So this is very simple question. So let the amount is equal to x. Now multiply this amount with the parts of ratios. It would be 4x, 5x and 3x. Now sum of all above numbers is equal to 540. Now 4 plus 5 9 plus 3 12, x is equal to 540. So we have to divide by 12 on both sides. So 540 divided by 12, we can use calculator. 540 divided by 12, the value of x is equal to 45. Now the amount that Erika receives, we have to take its share from the ratios, so that would be 5. So 5 times 45 will be multiplied by 5. The answer becomes 225. So 225 would be the share of Erika. Question number 4. Find the value of x and y. Students, see, if you see 128 degree and x, they are interior angles of parallel line and their sum is 180 degree. So angle x plus 128 is equal to 180 degree. Now we are going to subtract them. So x is equal to 180 degree minus 128. 180 minus 128, answer becomes 52. So angle x is equal to 52. Now we have to find angle y. Students, says, look, you can find this angle first of all, and if you see this angle, these are the angle of straight line, so this angle would also be 52 if you subtract this angle from 180 degree, and this angle is again 128. If you see the interior angles of parallel line, the sum is again 180 degrees. So if you add these two angles, the sum is 180 degree. To see angle y and 128, they are corresponding angles. So angle y would be equals to 128. Next question. Convert 6.1 meter square to centimeter square. We know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So squaring on both sides, 1 meter square is equal to 10,000 centimeter square. Now 6.1 meter square would be how many centimeters square? We are going to do cross multiply, and after cross multiplying, x is equal to 6.1 into 10,000. We remove the decimal, it would be removed. Now x is equal to 61 times 100,000, so this becomes 61,000. This is our final answer. Now moving towards next question. In a survey, students are asked to choose their favorite type of movie. The table shows the results. Type of movie: romance, thrill, science fiction, and other. So relative frequencies are given. The relative frequency of romance is 0.1. Thriller we don't have. Science fiction 0.35 and others 0.3. Calculate the relative frequency of a student choosing thriller. So we know that the sum of relative frequencies is always 1. So by subtracting the sum of these 3 given items from 1, we can get the relative frequency of thriller. So 1 minus 0.1 plus 0.35 plus 0.3 So 1 minus 0.1 plus 0.35 plus 0.3, we have 0.75. So 1 minus 0.5 would be 0.25. This would be the answer. Next question. 500 students take part in the survey. Calculate the number of students who chooses science fiction. So relative frequency of science fiction is given, that is 0.35, and we have to multiply it by 500. So it will be 0.35 multiplied by 500. The answer is 175. Next question. Chris wants to exchange $350 for euros at a bank. The bank only gives euros in multiples of 5. The exchange rate is $1 is equal to euro 0.92. So calculate the number of euros he receives and his change from $350. We know that against $1, euros are 0.92. Now we have to convert dollars into euro. So $355 would be how many euros? So we are going to do cross multiply. So x times 1 is equal to $350 into 0.92. So it would be euros 322. Now the bank deals only with multiples of 5. So if you take 320, so that is the multiple of 5, because 320 can easily be divided by 5. So we have to take the nearest value. So this would be the answer. Now we have to convert remaining 2 euros into dollars. So we know that $1 is equal to euro 0.92. Now 2 euro would be how many dollars? We have to do cross multiply. So x times 0.92 is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 divided by 0.92. So we have to use calculator. 2 divided by 0.92. So the final answer would be 2.17. Next question. Calculate the interior angle of regular octagon. Octagon means a shape having 8 angles and 8 sides. So to find out each interior angle, we have to use formula, that is n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. So there are 8 sides. 8 minus 2 times 180 divided by 8. So 8 minus 2, 6 times 180 divided by 8. So we are going to multiply. 6 times 180 is equal to 1080 divided by 8. Answer would be 135. Now next question. That is related with shading. On the Venn diagram, shade the region represented by A intersection B whole complement. So we can use a very easy method. We can insert numbers by ourselves, like assume random numbers 1 2 3 4. Now list them. Universal set would be having numbers 1 2 3 4. Set A would be having numbers 1 2. Set B would be having numbers 2 3. Now first of all find A intersection B, the common elements. That is only one element, that is 2. Now find A intersection B complement. That is we have to compare this with a universal set, and 2 would be deleted, so 1 3 and 4 would be the answer. So it means that this region would be shaded, this region would be shaded, and the outer one. This would be the answer. Next question. In a class of 22 students, 12 play the piano, 9 play the guitar, 6 do not play the piano or a guitar. Find the number of students who play both the piano and the guitar. So first of all we have to fill in the required information in the Venn diagram. So since we have to find out the number of students who play both piano and guitar, so X would be here, and total number of students who play piano would be written here, 12 minus X, and 9 minus X would be here, and 6 would be written outside. Now we can easily find out the value of X, as there are 22 students, so 22 is equal to 12 minus X plus 9 minus X plus 6. Minus X plus X would be eliminated, and 22 is equal to, now we are going to add the numbers. So 12 plus 9 plus 6 would be 27. So 22 is equal to 27 minus X. So now by shifting the values and subtracting from 27, the value of X is equal to 5. So this would be the answer. Question number 10, simplify. In this question we use the laws of indices. When dividing powers with the same base, we subtract the powers. According to the law, if bases are same and there is division sign, their powers are always subtracted. So it would be a raised power m minus n, or it can also be written as a raised power m upon a raised power n is equal to a raised power m minus n. Now in this question we can either change fraction sign into division sign. Now the coefficient 7 remains the same, and now look at the basis x2 minus 3 y5 minus 2. So it would be subtracted 7x minus 1 y raised power 3. So final answer would be 7y cube x1. 7y cube x is the final answer. Now next question. Zaya invests $4,500 in a saving account. The account pays simple interest at the rate of 3.2% per year. Calculate the value of investment at the end of 5 years. Here we have to find out total amount. So the formula for amount is equals to principal plus simple interest, and amount is equal to principal is $4,500 plus simple interest is PRT over 100. So we will substitute values. Amount is equals to $4,500 plus 4,500, rate is 3.2 and time is 5 years, divide by 100. We have to simplify them. 20 will cut by 2 zeros. Now we have to multiply the remaining values. So amount would be equals to $4,500 plus, we'll use calculator, 45 times 3.2 times 5 is equal to 720. Let me multiply again. 45 multiply by 3.2 multiply by 5. So we have 720. So 720. Now we are going to add them. So amount would be equals to 720 plus 4,500. So it would be $5220. This would be the final answer. B part. So B part is related with compound interest, and we know that the compound interest is equal to compound amount minus principal, and compound amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r over 100 raised power n minus p. We will substitute values. P is equal to $27.50, bracket opens, 1 plus rate of interest is 2.1, divide by 100 raised to power 3, because time is 3 years, minus principal, that is $2750. So we will simplify it. So $27.50, bracket opens, we use calculator, 2.1 divided by 100 is equal to 0.021 plus 1, that is 1.021. 0 to 1 raised to power 3 minus $2750. Now we'll find out the raised to power of 1.0 to 1, that would be 1.064. So $27.50 multiply by 1.064 minus $2750. So we'll multiply by 2750 is equal to 2926. 2926.91 minus $2750. Will subtract 2750, and the final answer would be in dollar, that is 176.91. So this is the final answer. Always try to write currency into two decimal places. Next question. Factorize 7hx plus 6fy minus 21fx minus 2hy. Students, if you see first two values, nothing is common, so we have to regrouping it. We will make pair the first value with the third one and the last value with the second one. So 7hx minus 21fx minus 2hy plus 6fy. So we will take common, x would be common and 7 as well. So it would be h minus 3f minus 2y is common, h minus 3f. In both values h minus 3f is common, so it would be h minus 3f and 7x minus 2y would be the final answer. Question number 13. A bag contains 9 red and 3 green counters. Lee takes 2 counters from the bag at random without replacement. Complete the tree diagram. Students, let us see the definition of without a replacement. So for that purpose I have to draw a bag here. And there are 9 red counter inside bag, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and there are 3 green counters, so it would be 1 2 3. So according to the definition of without replacement, this is a process of selecting items from a set where each item is removed from a set once it is chosen. So it should not be replaced it again. So let us suppose if I take out one red bead from bag, so it should not be replaced back. So if you see that now there are remaining 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 red counters, and total are 11. So and in the next branch the greens are not disturbed at all, so greens would be 3 by 11. The second method is that you can subtract the top from the bottom, you get the remaining answer. So same case is here, there are 9 red counters and 3 green, so this is very simple. Now, in the next experiment, we are going to replace it back. Now we are going to take out green counter from the back. Now there are two green counters in the back, so probability would be 2 by 11. And just check the red counters, they are 9 again. So 9 over 11 would be the red counters. Now part B, work out the probability that both counters are red. So definitely we are going to multiply the probabilities of red counters, that is 9 by 12 multiply by 8 by 11. We will simplify it. 3 times 3, 3 times 4, 4 times 1, 4 times 2. So 6 by 11 is your final answer. Question. PQRS is a cyclic quadrant. ABP is a tangent to a circle at P. Angle SPP is equal to 37 degree and angle PSQ is 85 degree. Find the angle PQS. First of all, we have to find out this angle. So according to the given instructions, APB is the tangent. So if you see, students, this angle that is SPB would be same as SQS. So this angle would also be 37 degree, as this is alternate segment property. Now the answer would be 37. Alternate segment property shows that if there is a tangent and there is one side to a tangent, that is question number 14. PQRS is a cyclic quadrant, that is PQ R and S. It's a cyclic quadrant, means their opposite angles are adding up to 180 degree. So we'll discuss later on. APB is a tangent, a straight line that is touching the boundary of a circle and having one contact. So the proper definition of tangent is a line that touches the circle at exactly one point. If you see, a tangent is touching at P. Now angle SPB is equal to 37 degree and angle PSQ is 85 degree. So what we have to find out, we have to find out PQS, this angle. So students, if you see, this is alternate segment theorem uh, that states the angle between a tangent, this angle, and a chord. Look at this, the chord one. Tangent and a chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment, that is this one. This is the alternate segment, and this angle would be equal to then this angle. Okay, the angle subtended by a chord at point P on a circumference in the opposite segment at this point Q. So this is the definition of alternate segment. So this angle would also be 37 then. So let me clear it again. So answer would be 37. and this is alternate segment property. Now next part, find angle QRS. As we have already seen in first line that PQRS is a quadrilateral, like four corners are touching to the boundary of a circle. So this is called cyclic quadrant actually, and their opposite angles are supplementary. Remember this thing. So we need to find out this angle first of all. As we can see, this is a triangle, and we know that the sum of triangles, the angles of a triangle sum up to the 180 degree. So it would be angle Q plus angle P plus angle S is equal to 180 degree. We will show some working here. 37 plus P, that is unknown, and angle S, that is 85. So we are going to add them. 37 plus 85 would be 122. So 180 minus 122 is equal to angle P. 180 minus 122 would be 58 degree. Now we can easily find out uh, angle R. This is 58. Now students, see, angle P and R, the opposite angles of cyclic quadrant, and they are supplementary. So angle P plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. So it would be 58 plus angle R, that is unknown, is equal to 180 degree. So we are going to subtract. Angle R would be equals to 180 degree minus 58. So that would be 180 minus 58, that would be 122. So angle R would be 122, or angle QRS would be equals to 122. Question number 15. There are first four patterns in a sequence made from black beads and from white beads. Here are four patterns, and the table shows the number of white beads and total number of beads. So we have to complete this table by observation method. If you see the first value and the second value, and there is a difference of 2, then again there is a difference of 2, and again 2. So it means that the next value would be 13. Uh, the second one, total number of beads, there is a difference of 4, then 5, then 6, and definitely then it would be 7. So it would be 28. Now moving towards next part, find an expression for the number of white beads in pattern n. So let me write pattern here, that is 5, 7, 9, 11 and 13. As this is a linear function and with a common difference of 2, so the formula would be a plus d, bracket opens, n minus 1, where a is your first value of the sequence and d is the difference of second value minus first value, that is 2. Students, just see the difference is common. It means this is a linear function. So let us substitute values. So 2 in place of a, we are going to write 5 plus 2, bracket opens, and minus 1. So it will be 5 plus 2n minus 2. Now subtract 5 minus 2 is 3 plus 2n. So this is the nth term of the sequence. Now let us move towards next part, the total number of beats in nth term or in pattern n. So let me write sequence again, that is 6, 10, 15, 21 and 28. So let us see the first difference, that is 4, and then 5, then 6 and 7. Students, have you seen that first difference is not same? So it means if first difference is not same, then we have to um, find out quadratic sequence. So we have to see second difference. For that purpose, that must be same, that is 1, 1 and 1 again. Now the formula for quadratic sequence is an square plus bn plus c. Now to find out a, b and c, we have to uh, learn three equations. The first one is 2a is equal to second difference, and that is 1. So 2a is equal to 1 and a would be equals to 1 by 2. This is the value of a. Now to find out the value of b, we will learn one more equation, that is 3a plus b is equal to first difference, and that is your 4. So we'll substitute values here in place of a, that is 1 by 2, plus b is equal to 4. Now it becomes 3 by 2 plus b is equal to 4. We'll subtract 4 minus 3 over 2. So it would be 5 by 2. This is the value of b. Now we have to find out value of c. For that purpose, you have to learn one more equation, that is a plus b plus c is equal to first value of the sequence, that is 6. This is the first value of the sequence. Now we'll plug in the values. 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2 plus c is equal to 6. We take LCM, it would be 2. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. So 6 divided by 2 plus c is equal to 6. It will be 3 plus c is equal to 6, and c is equal to 3. Now the lastly the equation would be 1 by 2 a square, or n square. It's better to write n square, not a square, plus 5 over 2n plus 3. This would be the answer of this part. Part C. Bill has only 88 white beads but lots of black beads. Pattern P Pattern P is the largest possible pattern he can make using these beads. Work out the value of P. Students, just see the previous pattern, that is for white beads the pattern was 3 plus 2n. We are going to use that pattern. Now, according to the situation, we are going to substitute p in place of n. So it would be 3 plus 2p is equal to 88. Now we'll move 3 on other side, so it will be 2p is equal to 88 minus 3, and 2p is equal to 85. We'll divide by 2. So p is equal to 85 divided by 2. We use calculator, and to be 42.5. Since we have to find out the largest possible pattern, so that would be 42. Now next part. The population of Kenya is 5.71 into 10 raised power 7 people. The area of Kenya is 6 times 10 raised power 2 kilometers square. The population density is the number of people uh, per kilometer square. Calculate the population density of Kenya. So it would be definitely a very simple one. We are going to divide uh, the population of Kenya with the help of area. So 5.71 divided by 6, it will be 0.95166 times 10 raised power 2. We are going to subtract 5 from 7. Now it can also be written as 0.95166 times 100. So we'll multiply this by 100. So the answer would be 95.16 or 95.17. This would be the final answer. Now question number 17. This is a very simple question about function. So first of all, we have to substitute for x. So it would be f minus 8 is equal to 10 minus minus 8 divide by 3. 10 plus 8 divide by 3. So it would be 18 divided by 3. The final answer would be 6. Next part. There is another function g of x is equal to 4x plus 3. Find the inverse of g. So we'll suppose a dummy variable. Let y is equal to 4x plus 3. Now we are going to make x subject. So it will be 4x plus 3 is equal to y. So 4x is equal to y minus 3. 4x is equal to y minus 3 divided by 4. So x would be equals to y minus 3 by 4. Now we are going to find the inverse. That would be the inverse of g would be equal to x minus 3 divided by 4. This would be final answer. Question number 18. 300 students take part in a competition. The table shows information about their scores. Scores are given and their frequencies are given. Calculate an estimate of mean score. We have to find out average for this. Average is also called centered value. and its formula is x bar is equal to sigma fx over sigma f. Students, if you see, there are 300 students, so the total of students is 3. Now to find out fx, we have to find out the mid values. We are going to add lower boundary. This is the first one is called lower boundary and the second one is called upper boundary, and the formula for mid values would be lower boundary plus upper boundary divide by 2. It will be 0 plus 30 divide by 2. It will be 30 divided by 2, 15. In the same manner, we have to find out the mid values of remaining intervals. So the next middle value would be 30 plus 40. We can use calculator for this. This is 70 divided by 2 and answer is 35. Then 40 plus 60 is 100 divided by 2 is 50, and 60 plus 70 is equal to 130 divided by 2. It would be 65, and 70 plus 100 is 170 divided by 2. It is 85. Now afterwards we have to find out fx. So we'll multiply mid values with frequencies. So we are going to make another column for that. So 15 multiplied by 24, answer is 360. Then 35 times 70 is equal to 20, 24, 50. Then 50 multiplied by 88 is equal to 4400, and then afterwards 65 multiplied by 76, answer is 4940, and the last is 85 times 42, it will be 3570. Now we have to find the total of fx. We are going to add all values. 360 plus 2450 plus 4400 plus 4940 plus 3570. So total is 15720. So let me write total here. Now we are going to substitute the required values in the formula. So it would be 15,720 divided by 300. So the final answer would be 52.4. This is the final answer, and this is very important question, very trendy, and this question comes in almost all papers. Now B part. For B part, frequency densities are given along y-axis and along x-axis scores are given. So on a grid, complete the histogram to represent the data in the table. So first of all, we have to find out frequency densities. For that purpose, we are going to make a column here, like table, a small table here. So let us have some working. We can do working here on other side of the question. So first of all, we have to write class width. Class width is actually the gap of lower boundary and upper boundary. So the first gap is 30. 30 minus 0 means 30. And the second gap is 30 and 40 is a 10. Then 40 and 60. 60 minus 40 is 20. And then 60 and 70 is 10. And then last one is 100 minus 70 is 30. So we always have to find out class width by subtracting upper boundary and lower boundary. Now frequencies are already given: 24, 70, 88, 76 and 42. Now we have to find out frequency densities. So its formula is frequency over class width is equal to frequency densities. We use this formula when intervals are not same or class width is different. Like over here, the first class width is 30, then 10, then 20, then 10, then 30 again. So class width is varying. So for that purpose, we always use frequency density method. So we are going to divide frequencies by class width. So the first one would be 24 divided by 30, 0.8. Then 70 divided by 10. Definitely this is very simple. The answer is 10 here. Oh sorry, 7 here. Now 88 divided by 20. The answer is 4.4. And 76 divided by 10 is equal to 7.6. And the last one is 42 divided by 30 is equal to 1.4. Now we are going to complete histogram. Students, first of all, we should know uh, the measurement of one box along y-axis. If you see, uh, the first value is 2. 2 divided by number of boxes, that are 10. Like if you see from 0 to 2, there are 10 boxes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this becomes 0.2. 0.2 for one small box. This is the measurement. Now according to the densities, so we have to see the first class interval, that is 0 and 30, and the value against 0 and 30 is 0.8. so we are going to make a rectangular bar against that value. So 0.8 would be here somewhere, and 30 is here. So first rectangle would be made over here, that is. Now next class interval is 30 to 40. For that purpose, that is already drawn, this one. Now the next one is 40 to 60, and the frequency density of 40 to 60 is 4.4. So 40 to 60 is this one. The width is and the height is 4.4, means 4.2 and 4.4. So your rectangle would be drawn here. um, Now let me draw it again. Now next one is 60 and 70, and the frequency density against this class interval is 7.6. 60 and 70, so 70 would be here in between 60 and 80, so the value is 7.6. so 7.6 would be here. This is 7 and 7.2, 7.4, 7.6 would be here. Now the last one is 70 and 100. So the corresponding value frequency in terms of frequency density is 1.4. So it would be 70 and 100. 1.4 would be here. 1 would be here in the middle. Then 1.2, 1.4 would be here approximately. So in this way we can complete histogram. Question number 19. Complete the table values for y is equal to x cube minus 5x plus 4. First of all, we have to complete table. We are going to substitute the given value of x, that is minus 3, in place of this equation. So let us substitute values. Y is equal to minus 3 cube minus 5 minus 3 plus 4. So y is equal to, we can use calculator, minus 3 times minus 3 times minus 3 is equal to minus 27. Minus 27 plus 15 plus 4, so it would be plus 15 plus 4 is equal to minus 8. So the value of y is minus 8. Now afterwards we are going to make curve, but for that purpose we should know the scale. Student, just check along x-axis. If you see, the first value is 1, so 1 divide by number of boxes, and there are 10 boxes here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 divided by 10 is equal to 0.1 for one small box. So this is the measurement along x-axis. Now for y-axis, if we divide 10 with number of boxes, they are again 10, so it would be 1 for one box along y-axis. So this is a scale. Now we'll substitute, we'll plot values now. So against minus 3 we have to mark minus 8, so it would be here. Now against minus 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, it would be here. Now against minus 1, 8, and against 0 there is 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Against 1 there is 0, and against 2 there is 2, 1 and 2, and against 3 there is 16. So it would be here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we'll get a smooth curve. Now girls, next part, uh, by drawing a suitable straight line on the grid, find the solutions of the equation x cube minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now we have to compare this equation with the original one. The original equation is y is equal to x cube minus 5x plus 4, and this equation is x cube minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. Students, if you compare both equations, so there is a difference of one value. If you see, x cube and x cube is same, minus 5x is same, but minus 3 and plus 4 are different. So for that purpose we are going to shift this negative 3 on other side. It will be positive 3, and we will add 4 on left hand side and right hand side as well. Now this becomes is equal to y is equal to 7. Now we are going to draw a suitable line, and that would be 5, 6 and 7 over here. This is your line. Now students, we have to find out the solution set, and we have to see the intersection points. So let us start from here. It would be minus 1.8 approximately, and the second answer would be minus 0.6, and the last one will be 2.4 or 5 approximately. So this is the final answer. Question number 20. A, B, C, D and E, F, G, H are rectangles. Their lengths and widths are given. Show that CD is equal to x minus 1. This is a very important question. For this purpose, first of all, we have to understand the property of a rectangle. So to find out CD, first of all, we should know that your DG is equal to DC plus CG, and also we know that EF is equal to DG. So we can say that if EF is 2x minus 3, dg would also be 2x minus 3. So we can do some working here. In place of dg we are going to write 2x minus 3 is equal to dc is missing out, and plus cg is x minus 2. So we will shift this whole value on other side. It would be 2x minus 3 minus x plus 2 is equal to, we have to change their signs. So 2x minus x becomes x, and minus 3 plus 2 becomes minus 1 is equal to dc. So this would be the value of dc, that is x minus 1, and that is shown also. Now we have to do same working for the other side as well, and we know that EA is equal to, I have to do some changing here. ED is equal to EA plus AD. Now we know that FG is equal to ED, as both are the opposite sides of rectangle and they are always same. So ED is that is unknown, so FG is x plus 3, so definitely ED would also be x plus 3. Now we will substitute values. So ED x plus 3 is equal to EA is your x and AD is your unknown. So x plus 3 minus x is equal to AD. It will be cancelled out, so the value of AD would be 3. Now we have all unknown lengths. Now we can do rest of the part, and that is the area of rectangle ABCD is 1/5 the area of rectangle EFGD. So area of ABCD is equal to 3 times x minus 1 is equal to the area of EFGD, that is 1/5. It would be 2x minus 3 and x plus 3. Now we have to form an equation in terms of x and show that it simplifies to x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. So we are going to expand it. 3x minus 3 is equal to 1 over 5. We'll multiply 2x square plus 6x minus 3x minus 9. So we'll shift 5 over there on other side. It will be 15x minus 15 is equal to 2x square. We'll compare the middle terms. Plus 3x minus 9. Now it will be 2x square plus 3x. Shifting plus 15x from this side to another side would be minus 15x minus 9, and then 15 is equal to 0. So 2x square, subtracting these two values, becomes minus 12x, and this becomes plus 6. Now taking 2 as common, x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0, dividing both sides by 2. So 0 is equal to x square plus 6x plus 3, and students see that both are same, so it is shown. Use the quadratic formula to solve the equation x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0, and we have to write our answer to two decimal places. So the quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. From the quadratic equation we are going to take values of a, b and c. We know that original quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So the value of a is 1, the value of b is minus 6, and the value of c is 3. So we will substitute these values in the formula. So x is equal to minus 6 plus minus under root square of b, that is minus 6, minus 4 into a, that is 1, and into c, that is 3. Divide by 2a, that is 2 times 1. So we will solve it. X is equal to minus minus plus 6 plus minus square of minus 6 is 36, minus 4 times 1 4, 4 times 3 12, divide by 2. So x is equal to 6 plus minus 36 minus 12 is 24. So square root of 24 is, and we can use calculator for that purpose, and it would be 4.898. 6 plus minus 4.898 divided by 2. So we are going to take two values. X is equal to 6 plus 4.898 divided by 2, and if we add this value to 6 we get 10.898 divided by 2, so it is 5.449. This is the one value, and after writing it correct to two decimal places it will be 5.45. It's 2 dp. Now second part of the question, that is x is equal to 6 minus 4.898 divided by 2. We use calculator. 6 minus 4.898 is equal to 1.102 divided by 2. This becomes x is equal to 0.551, and after writing it two decimal places it will be 0.55, 2 dp. Now one answer is 5.45 and the other is 0.55. In second part we have to calculate the area of shaded region. So let me draw rectangles here. This is the bigger rectangle, and this is E, F, G and D, and inside there is a smaller rectangle, that is A, B, C and D. and their lengths and widths are 2x minus 3, x plus 3, and 3 and x minus 1, and this is x minus 2. Now we have to actually find out the shaded region, and this one is all shaded. As we have got two values for x, one is 5.45 and other is 0.55. Now question arises that which length we have to choose. So if you choose a smaller length, so let us see what will happen. If you substitute 0.55 over here, and if you minus both, you get 0.55 minus 1. You get your answer in negative, that is minus 0.45. So negative length is always rejected. Now we have to use the other one. So we have to use the original length, not the changed one. So we are going to use 5.449. Now to calculate the shaded part, first of all we have to calculate length EF, that is 2 into 5.449 minus 3. So with the help of calculator we'll solve it. 2 times 5.449 minus 3, so this becomes 7.898, and width is, that is FG, is equal to x plus 3. This is equal to 5.449 plus 3. So we are going to add them. 5.449 plus 3 is equal to 8.449. Firstly, we'll find out the area of a bigger rectangle. Now the area would be length, that is EF, times width, that is FG. So your answer will be 7.898 times 8.449. We'll multiply it. Multiply by 7.898. This becomes 66.730. Now we will find out area of smaller triangle. Smaller rectangle, that is ABCD. So the area would be equal to, length is x minus 1. This becomes 5.449 minus 1. This is equal to 4.449, and width, that is AD, that is already 3. So now area would be equal to length, that is AB or DC, multiply by width, that is AD. So we'll multiply them. 4.449 times 3. So this is 13.347. Now we are going to minus both answers. So when you minus them, so your answer becomes 66.730 minus 13.347. So the answer becomes 53.38. So this would be your final answer after subtraction, 53.38, or it can also be written as 53.4. Question number 21. The diagram shows a solid formed by joining a cone and a hemisphere. The diameter of a cone is 14 centimeter and the diameter of hemisphere is 14 centimeter. Calculate the volume of solid. Student, this is a combined shape and we have to find out the volume. As the solid consists two parts, the upper one is cone and lower is hemisphere. So first of all we have to recognize the height of hemisphere and cone. If you see the height of cone is this much, the radius is 7 and the radius and height of hemisphere is always same, so its height would be 7 also, and the height of cone would be 24 minus 7, so this would be 7 and 1 carry, just 1, 17. Now we have to find out volume. So volume of solid would be is equal to volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. So let us write formula. For cone the formula is 1/3 times pi r square times h, and the volume of hemisphere is 1/2 bracket opens 4/3 times pi r cube. So let us substitute values. 1/3 pi, radius is 7 and the height of cone is 17, plus 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2/3 multiply by pi multiply by radius, that is 7 cube. Now let us simplify it. Square of 7 is 49, so 49 times 17 times pi is equal to 2616.94 divided by 3 plus cube of 7, that is 343 times pi and times 2, that is 2155.13 divided by 3. Now we have to divide individually. So divided by 3, this value becomes 718.37, 7 and 2616.94 divided by 3 is equal to 872.33. 31. To add both values, plus 718.377 The final answer would be 1590.69, and in three significant figures your answer is 1590.00. This is answer. Now next part, show that the total surface area of solid is 712 centimeters square, correct to the nearest integer. So for that purpose, first of all we have to see the cone. We don't have the slant height of cone, so radius is 7, the height of cone is 17, and we don't have the slant height of the cone. So let us use Pythagoras theorem for that. That would be x square is equal to square of base plus square of perpendicular. So x square is equal to 49 plus square of 17 is 289, and after adding them, 289 plus 17 plus 49 is equal to 338. So taking square, a square root, so slant height is equals to 18.38. Now we have to find our total surface area. Students, if you see your shape is having two parts. The upper part is cone and the lower part is hemisphere, and to find out the total surface area we have to find out uh, the exposed area of cone, that is the slant height, and the other slant height means the curved surface area. In other words, you can say this is the curved surface area that is highlighted, the exposed one. So curved surface area of cone is equal to pi RL, and the curved surface area of hemisphere is equal to 1 by 2 multiplied by 4 pi r square, and after cutting it, the curved surface area of hemisphere would be 2 pi r square. So if you add both surface areas, you get the total surface area of solid. So let us do it now. So surface area would be equal to pi RL plus 2 pi r square. So let us substitute values. Pi, radius is 7, slant height is 18.38 plus 2 times pi, and the radius is 7 square. So now we'll simplify them. This would be 18.38 times 7 times shift pi. So the answer is 404.30. 404.19 plus square of 7 is 49 times pi times 2. So this is 307.87. Add both values plus 404.197. So this becomes 712.073, and we have to write our answer in correct to the nearest integers. So the final answer would be 712, and that is also shown. Part C. A smaller solid is mathematically similar to this solid. The total surface area of smaller solid is 242 centimeters square. Calculate the total height of the smaller solid. Now, if you see the previous diagram, the height of this solid is 24 and its surface area was 712.17. Now we have to find out the height of smaller solid, that is not given, but we have surface area of solid that is 242, that is 242 over here. So let us choose the formula for similar figures, that the areas and lengths of similar figures are proportional to each other. So A1 over A2 is equal to H1 over H2 whole squared. So we have surface area of our larger solid, that is 712.17, divide by surface area of smaller solid, that is 4242, is equal to height was 24 and the height of smaller solid is missing, that is H2. So we can solve it. 712.17 divided by 242, so this becomes 2.942 is equal to square of 24, that is 7576, divide by square of height. Now we do cross multiply, so H2 square times 2.942 is equal to 576. So we'll divide it by 576 divide by 2.942, 2.942, so this becomes H2 square is equal to 195.78. So by taking root of this, the answer becomes 13.99 or 14. So this would be the height of smaller solid. The diagram shows a triangular field ABC. AB is equal to 150 meter, BC is equal to 187 meter, and the angle ABC is equal to 112 degree. Fencing is needed for the perimeter of the field. Fencing is sold in the rolls of length 20 meter. Calculate the number of rolls of fencing needed. Definitely we have to find out the length of AC first of all, then afterwards we are going to add all three sides and divide by 20 meter to get our final answer. So to find out AC we have to use cosine law. So let us label it. So let us suppose this is B and the formula would be B square is equal to this is C and this is A square plus C square minus 2AC multiplied by cos B. So let us substitute values. B square is AC, that is unknown. So A is your 150, 187 plus 150 square minus 2 into 187 into 150 into cos 112. AC square is equal to square of 187, that is 34969 plus square of 150 is 22500 minus 2 times 187 times 150. This would be equal to 56100 times cos 112. This is equal to minus 0.3746. Now we will further simplify. So we are going to add first two values, 34969 plus 22400. So this becomes 57469 minus minus plus 56100 multiply by 0.3746 is equal to 21015.06. We are going to add them. AC square is equal to plus 57469 is equal to 78484.06. Now take a root. So final answer would be, after taking a root, it would be AC is equal to 280.15. Now we have to find out perimeter, and for perimeter we are going to add all three sides. So perimeter would be 150 plus 187 plus 280.15 plus 187. So this becomes 617.150. Now we have to find out number of rows for fencing. As the total length of roll is, that is 20 meters, we divide it by 20, divided by 20, and it would be 31.85 means let me write again, is 30.85 means 31 rolls. So this would be the answer. Part B, calculate the shortest distance from B to AC. So let me draw a diagram here. So this is triangle ABC, and the length is 150, 187, and angle is given, that is 112 degree, and we have to find out the shortest distance, that is from B to AC, this one. So for this purpose, first of all, we need to find out the area of triangle ABC, that is 1 by 2 into AB side into BC side into sine B. So 1 by 2 times 150 times 187 times sine 112. So first of all we have to find out the value of sine 112, and that is 0.927. So 150 times 187 times 0.9271. Now we will simplify it. Times 187 times 150 is equal to 26007.50 divided by 2. Now after dividing it, the area is equal to 13003.75. Now as you can see that for finding out the shortest distance, we use the formula of right angle triangle. The area of right angle triangle, that would be area equals to half into base into height, that is x. So area we have already calculated, that is 13003.75 is equal to 1 over 2 into base would be AC, that is already been calculated. Let us see what was the base. That was 280.15. multiply by x, that is unknown. So we take 2 over there on other side, it will be 26007.50 is equal to 280.15 times x. We divide this value by 280.15, so it will be 92.83. This would be the final answer. Next question. Zara cycles a distance of 500 meters, correct to the nearest 5 meters. This takes 24.7 seconds, correct to the nearest 0.1 seconds. Calculate the lower bound of her average speed. So first of all, we have to see the distance, that is equals to 500 meter, and its error is nearest 5 meters. So we divide it by 2, so this becomes plus minus 0.2.5 meter. This is error, and for the time, that is 24.7 seconds, and correct to the nearest 0.1 second divided by 2. So 0.1 divided by 2 is equal to 0.05 is the error. Now to find out the lower bound of speed, we use a formula, that lower bound of distance divided by upper bound of time. So lower bound of distance means 500 minus 2.5 divide by upper bound of time, that would be 24.7 plus 0.05. So it will be 500 minus 2.5, this would be 497.5 divided by 24.7 plus 0.05, it will be 24 0.75, and we divide it 497.5 divided by 24.75, so it will be 20.10 would be the final answer. Last question, express as a fraction in its lowest form. So we have to take LCM or make denominators single. 2x plus 1 and 4x minus 3 would be LCM. So we do cross multiply, 5 into 4x minus 3 minus 2, 2x plus 1. So it would be 20x minus 15 minus 4x minus 2 divided by 2x plus 1, 4x minus 3. So we will simplify it. 20x minus 4x is equal to 16x, and minus 15 minus 2 is minus 17. Divide by 2x plus 1 and 4x minus 3. So this is the final answer. 16x minus 17 divided by 2x plus 1 and 4x minus 3. So this is all from my side, students. See you in my next video very soon. Take care. Allah Hafiz.